Hey, good morning, everybody. I am Michelle with From 9 to Thrive. And today we are talking about Workshop Wednesday. And every Wednesday we walk through practical things to get you one step closer to escaping your 9 to 5 and creating a business that you love. And Mr. Coffee is saying hi. So, a business plan is a document and it's not static, meaning I don't want you to create it once, put it on the shelf, and say, I'm done. Michelle, I can check that off. I'm all done. No, this is not necessarily for getting funding from a bank or an investor. This is your document and your blueprint of what you are doing. Where are you going? How are you measuring success? And what is your business? What is it about? So, a solid business plan, if you go to some people and some coaches will say, I want you to put everything in the business plan. As a somebody who invests in businesses, I don't want to see a 40-page business plan. And I can tell you, you don't want to write a 40-page business plan. So, we're going to talk about a well-crafted business plan that's lean. We want to just get out of your head onto paper to make it real. Because, when you write things down, that's how they become real. So, we're going to walk through these steps. So, the key things that you want to have in your lean business plan is, what is your problem that you're solving and how are you solving it? So, problem and solution. Who's your target market? And don't tell me it's, 18 to 35-year-old males worldwide. No. Who is your target market? And with social media today, we can be a lot more segmented on that. So figure out maybe a generalized target market, and then let's start going into those subsectors, those segments of really people specifically that would be wanting your product or service. So, which gets to the marketing strategy. How are you getting it out there? Are you going to use social media? Are you going to leverage that? Are you going to be local? Are you going to be part of a chamber? Let's talk about marketing strategy. And then revenue streams. How are you going to make money? What are people going to pay for and how are you going to make money? So let's walk through the concepts of what a lean business plan should have. And here's a template I'm going to walk you through. So first and foremost, you're going to want your executive summary. This is your business name, where are you located, a business description, briefly described what your business does and what makes it unique. I'm going to walk through an example of somebody who's doing eco-friendly products. So, for example, we offer eco-friendly cleaning products that are both effective and sustainable. And you can elaborate on that and build on that. Here's a tip, here's a hint. Go through and create your outline and then pop it over into ChatGPT and help that AI will leverage then your time to be much more specific. It will be your copywriter. It will be something that will help you pull together more succinctly your ideas and your thoughts. But it's not going to do it for you. I'm going to key that in. It is not going to do it for you, but you can start putting in your outline and then working with ChatGPT, be able to put together this document. But you want to briefly describe, in a paragraph or two, what do you do and what makes your product or service unique to what else is out in the market. Second thing on this is the problem and the solution. What problem are you solving? Example, many cleaning products contain harmful chemicals that affect health and the environment. So that's the problem. There are chemicals out there. The solution, our products use natural ingredients that are safe for both people and the planet. So, what is the problem and what is the solution? Again, about a paragraph-ish on that. If you wanted to do bullet pointed examples to, show and better articulate your thoughts, that's okay too. Whatever works for you, put it in there, but don't be very short that you're leaving questions unanswered in your own head. You want to be able to clearly understand for yourself and so that you can better tell your future customers and clients what your problem is and the solution that you have. Which brings us to that target market. Who is your ideal customer? What do they look like? Why are they thinking like this? If you use the story brand method in terms of how to approach the marketing and the launch of this, they're the hero of your story, and you're going to be their guide to get them through this process. And you're going to say, here's your problem. You're going to help them self-identify their problem, and you're going to guide them to the solution, which is your product or service. But what's going to be really cool about it is you're also going to show them, if you don't solve this problem, this is what your world looks like. So in our ongoing example that we're doing, so customer segment is, health conscious families and environmentally aware individuals. To me, that's still really broad, but maybe, if your product is a little bit higher end, these are eco-conscious families and individuals with a little higher net worth. Maybe they're located in certain states or communities that have mandates that you have to use more environmentally friendly products, things like that. What is the size of your market? It's, the eco-friendly cleaning products market is valued at X billion and is growing. That's great. And the worst thing that you can say to a potential investor or even for yourself is, if I just capture 1% of this market, then no. What you're going to do is, that there's a big market and that there are enough people and the ability to make money in that market, because we talked about, not all ideas make money. So now that the market's big enough, there are enough people. You've walked through how that process is going to be. But what is the number of people? You just need to go find your right customers, and how many customers do you need, and how many sales do you need to get to your goal. So don't think about grabbing 1% of a market. Understand that the market size gives you an idea to validate, like we talked about this, validate your idea, but it's not the goal to get that market. The next thing you want to have in this lean business plan is your value proposition. What does that mean? What makes your business stand out from the competitors? How are you different? It's not a bash your competitor, because remember when we talked about market research, you understand your market, you understand your competitors, and this is what makes us different. Our product is X better, or we do this instead of that. It's not a bash your competitors. It's you're showing your potential customers or yourself so that you can market better why you are the best choice. Our products are certified organic and come in reusable packaging, reducing waste. So that's a value proposition. Next thing you're going to want to put into this business plan is the marketing and sales strategy. I want to be very clear. Marketing is not sales, and sales is not marketing. There's a marketing department and there's a sales department. Depending on which, if you are the only employee in your company, you're going to have to switch those hats. But they intertwine. There's a Venn diagram there, but they are separate. So how are you going to reach your target market? That's the marketing side. How are you going to tell people you exist? How are you going to get the word out? The sales strategy is, how are you going to then convert those people who see that you exist? So think of it that way. You're going to market to go find your customers, and then the sales strategy is, how are you going to convert those potential customers? So in our example here, the marketing is through social media, influencer partnerships, and online advertising is how they're going to market, get the word out about their company. Their sales strategy is direct to consumer through e-commerce website and select retail partners. So that would be what we call a B2C. So it's a business, your business, to a consumer. So you're not going from your business to Walmart. You're going from your business straight to the consumer. And usually that's through retail shops or brick and mortar or online. Last but not least, on this section, you're going to have your revenue streams. How does your business make money? You're going to walk through that. Sometimes it's through various channels. I recommend that you have at least a couple ways that you make money. That way, if depending on the business cycle or the economic cycle we're in, or the seasonality that we're in, because a lot of businesses have seasonality issues, you can cover those ups and downs and kind of smooth out the revenue for the year. So in this example, revenue will come from product sales, subscription boxes, and wholesale partnerships. Now, in this example, you can see there's a little bit of a conflict in what we just said earlier in our sales strategy was direct to consumer. So you can have two sales strategies, direct to consumer and direct to business. So you could be a B2C or a B2B. So that's kind of the things. So you've put together this basic outline of your business. This is what you're trying to do. This is how you're going to market. This is how you're going to sell, all of that. So now you're getting into some of the nitty-gritty things like your key metrics. So sometimes people will say, what's your KPI? That stands for key performance indicator. And sometimes this is monthly sales, customer. So, what are your monthly sales? Are they growing? Are they trending in the right direction? Customer acquisition cost. This is the cost to get a customer to convert. So that's the cost of marketing and the cost of sales. So how much does it cost per customer to get them to convert and buy your product or service? You want that relatively low so that you make more money. And then another one would be your customer churn, which means as customers come in, do they buy again? Or do they not buy again? And how many roll off? And so every time a customer rolls out of your business, you then have to spend money to bring a customer back in. So you need to figure out what's the cost of that customer. And then how many do you need to get every month because you're losing this money? And if you're losing a lot of customers every month, that could be a red flag, which is why you track this stuff as to why are my customers not sticking around? Why are they not repeat customers? Why are they not buying the bigger model? Why are they only staying here? So you need to figure that out. And then you have the customer lifetime value. What is the cost? What do your customers over the lifetime of themselves actually bring into your business? Another thing that you're going to want to look at is your funding. So if you're just starting out, how much money do you need to start your business? If you're a product company, you're probably going to need more than a service company. Mr. Coffee's barking at, I don't know, but we're going to work through this. So, if you're a product company, you're going to need more money for inventory and marketing and all of that. If you're a service company, you're not going to need as much money up front. But there's going to be a longer probably runway to getting that money coming back in the door. Project out, how much do you think it's going to cost you to get to that first milestone, maybe the first 100,000? But what's easier to me is project your financials for the first year and then estimate for year 2 and 3. Understand that year 1 is probably going to be way more accurate. I'm going to back that up. It's probably going to cost you twice as much and twice as long to get your business going. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's what I normally see. But that first year projection is going to be the closest to reality, and year 2 and 3 are just guesses. Because if you haven't done this, you don't know. But you're guessing. But we're working through that. Another thing that you're probably going to want to have in there is who's your team. If it's just you, it's just you. You can talk about how you're going to leverage other independents or freelancers or consultants, but if it's just you, it's just you. If you are a team, put in your team. It's a way for you to kind of look at what are my strengths, what am I needing to hire or pay for to come in, and then you'll know best how, when you start getting more money coming in, okay, I really need to hire somebody to do marketing instead of outsourcing it or hiring a consultant to do it. Or I need an accountant, or whatever it is, you're going to know as you build out this page. Okay, this is my weakness. I need to find somebody to help me with that. And then your milestones. I always say, what are your short-term goals? What do you immediately need to do? Do a 30-day goal. I am doing this in the next 30 days. Do a 90-day goal. So here's your 3-month goal and my 1-year goal. The easiest way to do that is, where do you want to be 1 year from now? And then break that back down by 6 months, by 3 months, by 1 month. And then you'll know what you need to do every day to get there. And then your long-term goals. So, how much money do you want to make? How much money do you need to make before you can escape your 9 to 5 and get out there? So, some examples of this is, your short-term goal: complete product development, launch your website, and acquire your first 100 customers within 6 months. That's a pretty good short-term goal. A long-term goal: expand the product line, reach $1 million in annual revenue, and enter international markets within 3 years. That's a great aspirational long-term goal. Whatever these make sense for you and what you're doing is what you're going to put in. I know that was a lot of information, but here's the thing. It's for you. It's a working document for you. And this, like I said in the beginning, isn't a static document. This document is something that you are going to update and shift and modify and pivot on. And that is the exciting thing about business, is this isn't static. But here's the cool thing. Head over to from9tothrive.com and check out all the resources we have there. I also have launched a free mini course that walks you through the blueprint of escaping your 9 to 5. What things do you need to do? And it's a 7-day email course. So every day you're going to get an email that's going to walk you through these 7 things that you need to do to be prepared to say, okay, this is my goal. This is what I'm going to do for 2025, starting January 1. This is how I'm going to start my escape plan, build out my escape plan. Grab it. It's free. And that gets you on my mailing list. And we've got some exciting things coming up this month and for 2025 that you really want to be on the list so you get first notice of. In the meantime, I'm Michele with From 9 to Thrive, and it has been a long workshop Wednesday, but I'm so glad you guys stopped in. Put down in the comments below your experience of putting together a business plan if you've put one together. If you've not put one together and I have totally overwhelmed you, say, Michele, you have totally overwhelmed me, and this is where I got stuck. And you know what? That could be a topic for our next workshop. In the meantime, you guys have a great Wednesday. Take all of this information. DM me, email me. Reach out, let me know where you are in your process of escaping your 9 to 5 and see what we can do about going on this journey together. I'm working on mine, and you can be working on yours with me. In the meantime, keep on thriving, and you guys have a great day.